Hey, what's up, y'all? Just coming back at you with another tier list video. Um, Today we're gonna be looking at all the Mario games, and we're gonna put them on a tier list. It is a lot of these games I have not actually played, so these are just my opinion on first impressions, and by first impressions I mean just looking at them. So take that how you will. And let's start it off. Donkey Kong. All right, let me do this a little bit. There we go. All right, Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong. I mean, I think where I put it already is decent enough. I mean, it's Donkey Kong for its time. It's a very solid arcade game, but like in terms of being able to, play continuously, hours of content, there's not, there's not continuous, endless enjoyment out of it. Not to say it's a bad game, but in the scale of all the Mario games, it's definitely not up there. Next we have Super Mario, not Super, regular Mario Bros. This game kind of blows, not gonna lie. The controls are jank. For what it is at the time, it's enjoyable, but personally I have no desire to play this game. So I'm torn between C and D, but I mean, ask yourself, would you willingly go back and play this game? Because I sure wouldn't. So I'm gonna drop it to D. Next we have Pinball. What the heck? I can't give this one an honest opinion. I've never even heard of this game, so I guess I'm gonna give it a D. Golf for the NES. This one I've actually heard of, so that bodes well. But what doesn't bode well is that I don't care for golf. So I'm gonna put it in between Mario Bros. And Pinball, because I would actually rather play Mario Bros. Than golf. Actually, I'm gonna put it at the very bottom, because I'd rather play pinball than golf. Wrecking Crew. I have played this game before. That doesn't mean that I got a lot of enjoyment out of it. Not to say it's bad, but the enjoyment I got was not worth the time I spent playing it. So I will put this above Mario Bros. Okay. Speaking of Mario Bros, let's go up to Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. This defined video gaming. This is a banger, and I will treat it as it should be treated. and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. I'll give it B tier. Good game, but it's very rough. But it is. I had tons of hours of fun with this game. But I will acknowledge that it has its flaws. Next we have Lost Levels. We'll put that in D tier where it belongs. It's Super Mario Bros. But it just says F you. It says suffer. It's Super Mario Hell Edition. It's like, dog, are you kidding? So yeah, Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels, D tier, bottom, worst game. Next level, we got Super Mario Bros. 2. Another game I grew up with. If I'm being perfectly honest, I never completed it, and I also didn't really like it. It was so different from the original, which isn't a bad thing, you know. Nintendo kind of has that growing pain of, you know, their sequels to their original NES games are always kind of weird, but I don't know, it didn't click with me. But I won't deny that it's a solid experience. So I'm just gonna leave it in C tier. I'd rather play Super Mario Bros. 1 or even just the original Donkey Kong before I play Super Mario 2. Not to say it's a bad game, but just not my cup of tea. Next, we've got Super Mario Bros. 3. Now this game, I'll be honest, I love this game. I have never completed it, but this game brings me back. It's such a well-crafted experience that when I'm looking for something to do, if I want to sit down and I just want to play a game like this is it. So this undoubtedly goes to S tier. If you haven't played it, I implore, give it a try. It's an old game, so take that how you will, but it's fun. I love it. Great game. So next we have Super Mario Land on the Game Boy, original Game Boy. I do not have much experience with this, but I understand that it's a Game Boy game for its time. It had a lot of value, so I'm gonna give it a respectable bottom. No, I'm gonna give it a low B tier. It has value, but I don't have much experience with it, but I can respect it. And next we have Baseball on the Game Boy. Sorry to all those baseball fans out there. That's going at the bottom of D. I'm not gonna elaborate. Golf on the Game Boy and golf on the NES. I guess I'm just gonna squeeze it in right next to NES Golf, but like it feels a little lazy, but I'm not worried about it. But I think that Lost Levels should be pushed up a peg or two. It's not, it's complete BS, but it's a competent, challenging experience, and I can respect that. Even if it's like, I want to destroy the cartridge. But getting ahead of myself. Anyway, Super Mario World. Now, this is going to be a little controversial. I, quite frankly, didn't. I've not completed it, but I didn't enjoy it. The time I spent with it, the controls feel really weird. It feels so different. It's weird. That's just my personal opinion. It's a very solid game. I'll give it that. However, I guess it wasn't for me. And, I can respect that, the quality and all that. So, with that being said, I will give it an A tier. However, it's not for me. It's a good game, but, different strokes, I guess. NES Open, okay, I'm getting real sick of these golf games. So that's going into D tier. Mario Paint. Never played Mario Paint. I've seen some things about Mario Paint, but I've never played it, and I think I'm gonna put it just one step above Lost Levels and one step below Pinball, because I don't know, I really enjoy the creativity that it inspires. Next we have Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. I played the Game Boy version. I forget what it was called, Mario Kart Circuit or something like that. Which, I feel like I got the effective experience. For what it was at the time, I'd say it's solid. And I'd give it a low C. Super Mario Land 2 6 golden coins on the Game Boy. Much better than Super Mario Land original. It really made the handheld feel like a home console experience. I did not play it, but I have experienced it. I watched my brother play it, and he had a great time with it. He did not like the original Super Mario Land 1, but Super Mario Land 2 he really enjoyed, and that just goes to show that it was an evolvement. I don't think that's a word, but it was an improvement of the formula. So, I'll give it that. So I'm gonna set that above Super Mario Land 1. And then we got Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo. Now this is a interesting one. Super Mario All-Stars was basically a remaster of Super Mario 1, Super Mario 2, and Super Mario 3. Which, all amazing games. I mean, debatably, I got some of them in C tier, but all generation defining games. Let's go with that. All great games, but they're remastered, so they have different graphics, different physics, different. It's just it changes the game a lot, which personally I prefer the originals. Like I'd rather sit down and play Super Mario 2 on the NES. I'd rather play Super Mario 1 on the NES. I'd rather play, of course, Super Mario 3 on the NES. I love the original art style. It really feels like having everything squished down into these into these graphics, these Super Nintendo graphics. I feel like it deteriorates from the experience. I mean, not to say they're bad, remakes or remasters, whatever you want to call it, but I prefer the authentic experience. And that's my opinion. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and put Super Mario All-Stars at the bottom of C tier. I'm also gonna knock Donkey Kong down a peg or two. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright, Super Mario All-Stars. Alright, this game doesn't even count. I'm on the tier list. For those listening, Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World. It's just unnecessary to include in the video. So, next we have Game Boy Donkey Kong. I am familiar with this game. I've never played it. However, I understand that it is basically the predecessor of Donkey Kong versus Mario, March of the Minis, or something like that. Never played, but I'll give it a fair bottom C tier. Actually, I'll put it a step above Donkey Kong Classic. And that's all I got to say about it. Mario Picross. I don't know why this is on the tier list. It's Picross with Mario. It's kind of ridiculous. But I will absolutely put it above Golf on the NES. Mario Tennis, okay, we'll put that above Golf on the NES. Don't have much more to say about that. Next in line, we've got Mario Clash on the Virtual Boy. Wow. I mean, put it below Mario Picross. Actually, gonna put it above Lost Levels because I think I'd have more fun playing it than the Lost Levels. I'm also gonna put Mario Picross above Mario Clash because, I mean, in terms of enjoyment, that's how I'm ranking these. Mario RPG, a cult classic, one that I have never personally experienced. I've started it, but I've not ever dug my teeth in. So I can't really give it an honest opinion. So I think for this one specifically, I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm gonna set it to the side. I don't feel like I could give it a fair opinion. Next, Super Mario 64. Oh my gosh, no question. That is a top tier S tier. This game is revolutionary. This game, I adore this game. This game shaped me, and that's ridiculous to say, but like, oh man, I remember growing up playing this game and just being enthralled by it. I wanted to, I remember trying to jump over, like, in the starting world. I remember trying to jump over the hills, trying to get past the invisible walls. Like, why can't I get past there? Like, I wanted to explore the world. It was just so awesome. And I remember completing the game. I got so excited. I just called my aunt, and I was like, "Oh, I beat Mario 64." It was just, oh man. I was like 7 or 8 at the time, but no, this game shaped me. So I might be a little nostalgic, a little bit of rose-tinted glasses, but I love this game. So I have no other option but to give it an S tier. So that is what I'll do. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe on the Game Boy Color. This game, I did actually play this game, so I think I'll put it right below the original Super Mario Bros. It's a little more zoomed in, which is annoying. However, as a kid and you're just playing the game, you don't even notice it at all. And I know saying as a kid is kind of like a cop-out, but it's intended for kids. It's here you go, little Jimmy. Here's your Game Boy game. Have some fun. And as a kid, you're not gonna, critique everything. So, yeah, I wouldn't say. Actually, I'm gonna put it above the original Mario Bros. Only because it has a bunch of extra content. That extra content pushes it past, the zoom in. So I'll leave it there. Next in line, do we have Mario Party? We got Mario Party next. I never played the original Mario Party, but I played Mario Party 2 a ton. And Mario Party 2 was awesome. That was another cornerstone of my childhood there. So I'm not going to put it in S tier, but in terms of value that you get and enjoyment that you can share with everyone you know, I think that Mario Party deserves an A tier. It's a great experience, even if, like, sometimes you just get messed up based on the RNG, but it's a good experience. It's enjoyable, so I gotta give it an A tier. Next we have Mario Golf. I have no opinion on this. It's on the Nintendo 64, so I'm gonna put it above the Mario Tennis on the Virtual Boy. So yeah, we got Mario Golf again on the Game Boy Color. I'm gonna put it below the Nintendo 64 version, above the Virtual Boy. That's all I have to say. Okay, we got Mario Tennis. I'm gonna put this I don't know, man. Above Virtual Boy Mario Tennis, I guess. I have no opinion. I haven't played it. It's not even really a Mario game. It's just tennis with Mario in it. So, on to the next. Alright, what do we got next? Mario Party. Okay, now we're talking. Mario Party 2. Mario Party 2 getting a solid A tier above Mario Party 1 because I'm more familiar with it and I can, it's solid. There's a reason why this is one of the most beloved Mario parties. On to the next. Next we have Paper Mario on the I think this was the Nintendo 64. Never played it, but I know it's beloved. It's much better than the Paper Mario that they squirt out nowadays. So I understand that. But personally, the only one I ever played was Thousand Year Door on the GameCube, which, it's pretty good. But I never completed it because I was a kid. Couldn't really. I didn't know how to play RPG games. I was playing it, and I had fun with it, but I was not equipped for that at all. So anyway, Paper Mario on the N64. I can't formulate a solid opinion on it, so I'm going to resign from this one. So I'm gonna just put it back because, yeah, Mario Kart 64. Now this is something I can formulate an opinion on. Mario Kart 64 was awesome. Grew up on the N64, so I'm very familiar with Mario Kart 64. So I had fun with it. I'd play with my cousins, my brothers. We'd all gather around the N64 and just Mario Kart it up. It was just, it was a blast. I really liked in the battle mode when you could when you died or when you ran out of balloons, you could turn into a bomb. I liked being the bomb. It was silly, but it was fun. So yeah, I got some fond memories of Mario Kart. Um, so yeah, I'll give Mario Kart 64. I'll give that a solid. I mean, in terms of enjoyment, I'd put it. I'm gonna put it right, but I mean, I'll put it. I'll put it at A tier, top of A tier, because I would enjoy playing that again, and I mean, I'd enjoy Mario Mario Party 2 and Mario Party 1. Mario Party's always a good time, but Mario Kart 64 has a special place. I'm also going to drop down Super Mario World to the bottom of A tier because if I'm itching to just play a game, that's not it. Just me though. Game Boy Color Mario Tennis. Not interested at all. We can put that right at D tier. Right at the next to bottom of D tier because I have no interest in playing tennis. Paper Mario, we already established it. I've not, Mario Party. I'm gonna put Mario Party 3, which is our next game, at the at below Super Mario World. So yeah, never played it. Super Mario Advance. Super Mario Advance. This is Super Mario Advance. This is basically it's the Super Mario remake of Super Mario 2, but it's the Super Nintendo version for the Game Boy Advance. So Super Mario Advance. I'm gonna stand with what I said on Super Mario All Stars. It has its value, but I'm not itching to go back to it or nothing. So I'm gonna put it. I'll put it right below Donkey Kong. So, bottom of C tier. Not a bad game, but not itching to play it. Next we got Game Boy Advance Mario Kart Super Circuit. So, yeah, it's basically Super Nintendo Mario Kart, but on the Game Boy. I don't really have much to say about it. There might be some discrepancies between that statement, but I mean, I don't care. Like, if I'm wrong, okay. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that right below Super Mario All Stars on middle C tier, because it's old Mario Kart. Okay, next we got Super Mario World 2 on the Game Boy Advance, or Super Mario Advance 2, excuse me. It's Super Mario World, but it's on the Game Boy Advance. Crazy. So Uh, I don't have a valid opinion on it. Where did I put? Did I not rate? I don't. I absolutely rated Super Mario World. Well, even if I didn't, I'm gonna rate it again. Super Mario World on the Game Boy Advance. I don't. If I didn't like Super Mario World, I really don't like Super Mario World on the Game Boy Advance. Super Mario Advance 2, specifically. Mostly because I don't like how washed out it is. Like, it runs perfectly fine, it performs fine, but everything looks so bleached, and that just turns me off. I mean, that alone lowers my enjoyment of it by itself. So I guess that's my opinion. I guess I didn't rate Super Mario World because I can't find it. But I'm gonna go ahead and put Super Mario World in the step above Super Mario Super Circuit in C tier, right below Mario All Stars. Just because, I mean, I'd play it, but I'm not itching to play it. Solid game, but it wouldn't be my first choice. Next in line, we've got Super Mario Sunshine. Bit of a controversial pick here. I like it. I grew up with it. I grew up with Mario 64, which puts it into S tier. But I grew up with Mario Sunshine. It's a fun game, but I wouldn't say I got the rose tinted glasses as much for this one. It's it's difficult. It's a little janky, and difficulty is not a bad thing, but it's got some BS. It's fun. I'd feel wrong for putting it anything less than A tier, at the top of A tier nonetheless. I like it. It's good. Play it if you haven't. If you feel like it. Next we have Mario Party 4. We are just going down the list on the Mario Parties. Probably going to go all the way up to 10 at this rate. Mario Party 4 is a big step up from the other Mario Parties, I think. Well, I don't know if that's true actually, but I remember 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, the GameCube era of Mario Parties. It just was constant involvement. It felt like things kept getting better and better. They were always changing it up. They always stayed consistent with the quality. Nowadays, it's so inconsistent. It sucks. But anyway, Mario Party 4, pretty good as far as I remember. Solid Mario Party experience. You can throw that on and you're playing Mario Party, and you don't got no complaints. So I mean, what can you complain about? It's a solid experience. Next in line, we've got Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. This render of the picture looks like it looks like a GameCube. Looks like a GameCube game. So I'm gonna assume it's on the GameCube. It's got that 2000s Mario look. Which is wouldn't say it's a good thing, but it's a thing. So anyway, off topic. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, I have no opinion on. I never played it. I'm gonna put it right in the middle of the Mario Golf section. I'll put it above Mario Golf on the Nintendo 64. So D tier. Mario Kart Double Dash is our next game. I've played it very briefly. It just felt weird, in my opinion. I didn't enjoy it. It felt really weird to control. So, I mean, I only played it like once or twice, but like, it didn't, I don't know, it just felt weird. That's all I have to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it below Super Mario Bros. 2 and above Mario Kart Double Dash, or Super Mario Kart, excuse me, on the C tier. So high C. It felt weird. Alright, next we have Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3, which is the basically the Super Nintendo remake of Super Mario 3, which, if you don't remember, Super Mario 3 is S tier. But this is a remake, and if you don't remember, I don't really like the remakes that much. I mean, not to say they're bad, but I prefer the originals. So, I think I'm gonna have to put this. I think I gotta put this in A tier at the very bottom. It's better than B tier Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, of course, but in terms of would I want to go back and play it again, not really. Like, if that's what I had, absolutely, but I'm not gonna like go out of my way to play it. If I could decide, I'd play the original. Just me though. All right, next in line, Superstar Saga, Mario and Luigi. Never played. I cannot make an opinion on this, so I'm just gonna not. Mario Golf, I'm not gonna pretend like I can make an opinion, so back into the golf section in D tier. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I played this before. That doesn't mean I have a good opinion on it. it's, if that's what you're looking for, it's a puzzle game. It's that's not what I was looking for when I was playing a game. However, if I was in the mood, it could be fun, but I feel like I gotta put it somewhere, so I'm gonna put it at the very bottom of C tier. Because I think I'd rather play it over Wrecking Crew and Mario Bros. Original. I mean, like, I think I'd rather play Mario Picross above that, but yeah. Let's move Mario Picross to the top of D tier. But yeah. Oops, almost scooted down a little too far. Okay, what's next? Yeah, Mario and Luigi. Put that back down there. Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. I spoke about this earlier. However, I never completed it. I was a child, so I don't have a real confident opinion on it. But I know it's a beloved Paper Mario. It's like everybody wants Paper Mario to go back to this. So, I mean, I enjoyed it as a kid. Couldn't get very far, but I recognize it's a good game. So I'm gonna give it, I guess I'll give it a bottom of A tier. Or no, bottom of B tier. Because, you know, it's a solid game. It's competent. Next, we have our beloved Mario Pinball Land on the Game Boy Advance. I've never played this game. All that I know about it is that one time at McDonald's, I got a Mario pinball ball that I could throw around. And that was cool, I guess. That's the only connection I have to Mario Pinball. So I'm gonna put that in D tier, just above Mario Golf, below Super Mario Lost Levels. That's all I got for that game. Next in line, we've got Mario Power Tennis. Oh my. No comment. Mario Party 6. Now this one's a banger. This is one of my favorites. I never got effective use out of it, but this game had a mechanic where you could you connect a microphone. I think it came with a microphone actually, but you connect the microphone and you could talk into the microphone, and you know, there were mini games based around it, which was super cool. However, I never got effective use out of it. Doesn't mean it wasn't cool though. Yeah, it's, you know, it's cool seeing Nintendo try to innovate, even if it's like that's one thing that Nintendo always does, is that they try to do something new, even if they are a stupid company and suck. They give you a unique experience, and sometimes that's all you can ask for. Anyway, Mario Party 6 gotta go above Mario Party 4, of course. So yeah. Next we got Mario Party Advance. Holy moly. What a throwback. This game, I played this game a lot as a kid. But that doesn't mean it was good. It does not mean it was good at all. I would put this at the very, very bottom of C tier. Because it was just... I mean, you probably don't know. But maybe you do. But it was just stupid. Every time you started a game, you had a limited number of turns until like it just kicks you out. It's ridiculous. Not only that, the mini games were stupid. Like, I remember one mini game. Actually, I got a couple. There was a mini game where there was a stick standing up in a pile of sand, and you just had to guess what way it was gonna fall. That was the mini game. Yeah, you call that a game? It was stupid. And I got another one for you. There was a mini game where it was a fan. It wasn't actually a fan though. Like, I'm talking like a spinny fan, like blow air in your face kind of fan. It just spins around. You gotta sit there and you hold the A button or whatever button, and you gotta pretend that you're getting cooled off. It was just ridiculously stupid. You know what? Actually, oh man, I want to put Mario Party Advance lower just talking about this, but it did have some enjoyable mini games, and I did get some time out of it, so I just, it doesn't feel right. But like, dude, it is ridiculous to call some of these mini games mini games. But I'd rather play it above Mario Picross. I'm gonna leave it at bottom of C tier. So, yeah. Next in line we have Mario 64 DS. On the Nintendo DS, if you weren't aware. Little iffy on this one. It's actually, being honest, I don't really like it. It's what it does is great. Translating Mario 64, one of the most innovative 3D platformers, to a handheld. At the time, that was awesome. But like nowadays, I don't care. I'd rather just play the original. And especially with, how advanced technology's become since then. Like, you can play the original Mario 64. It's like they changed so much from the DS version from the original that it's almost an entirely different game, and I'd rather just play the original. Maybe it's my nostalgia or whatever, but I feel like they changed a little too much. So I think I've got to put Super Mario 64 DS in reluctantly. I think I got to put it at the top of A tier. Mostly because I really enjoy the game. The original game. I enjoy Mario 64, so inherently 64 DS is gonna, scratch that kind of itch for me. But yeah, I don't want to put it there, but I kind of feel obligated to. Anyway, next in line, we got Mario Superstar Baseball, going straight down to the bottom of T, or T-ball. Mario Power Tennis. Man, I'm dumping these into the bottom of D tier. Like, I have no opinion. Mario Party 7. Mario Party 7 was a good one, actually. I'd still say 6 is above it, but 7 is a solid game, as far as I remember. Next in line, Mario Kart DS. Did not play very much of this. I mean, I borrowed it from a friend as a kid, but I didn't I didn't dig into it. It's no Mario Kart 7, I'll say that. But yeah, I mean, above all of these, I would rather play Mario Kart DS over Super Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy. Next in line, we got everyone's favorite Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. How could you forget it? That's... I mean... that's an easy S. If that wasn't obvious. Going to D tier. I have no opinion on it. I never played it. I have no desire to play it. Why did this game even exist? Who sat down? Who at Nintendo was like, let's make Dance Dance Revolution, but Mario. It's absurd. Ridiculous, man. Anyway, Mario and Luigi Superstar. I don't have an opinion on that. Got a lot of Mario and Luigi's coming up. I'm just gonna ignore them because I have no opinion. I have opinion on Mario Golf and Mario Tennis, mostly because I don't care. But Mario and Luigi, if you like it, you like it. Next in line, New Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo DS. This game Never played it. But this was the pioneer of a decade of mediocrity, to put it lightly. Like Nintendo made this game, it was good. It was a banger. And then they just kept running with it for as long as they could. Like it's just like, what the heck, man. But at the time, I'll say this game was super awesome. I did not play it, but I may as well have. You know, I played New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I played New Super Mario Bros. 2. I played New Super Mario Bros. U. It's like, okay, it's the same game, so what difference does it make? Because they just rinse and repeat. So I will not discount what this game changed, and you know how it changed. You know, it was a good game. I just wish Nintendo kept innovating, but alas, they didn't until they did. So let's go ahead and put the New Super Mario Bros. In I think I want to put it in A tier, middle A tier, just below Super Mario World. I think that's a fair enough spot. Next, we got Mario Hoops 3-on-3, the basketball Nintendo DS Mario game. I am in utter disbelief that this is even on this list. I am going to disregard it and not think about it anymore. Let's go into D tier. Well, I'm gonna put it above all the stupid sports games. I mean, I know basketball's a sport, but basketball's more exciting than golf, so. Alright, what do we got next? Donkey Kong vs. Mario 2. I'm gonna put it right next to the other one. It's a C tier, middle C tier. I got no real opinion. Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time, got no real opinion. Super Paper Mario. Now here's one I have an opinion of. This game is kind of underrated. It's a good game. It's not a traditional Paper Mario game. It's not what you'd want if you just fallen in love with the Paper Mario game. But the story is like unmatched for a Mario game. Like, it's kind of wild. Like, freaking Mario dies. Luigi dies. I don't remember exactly, but they die and go to hell. It's like, what the heck is happening? Like, it's so crazy. And it's just it's a roller coaster of a game. And there's just like, it's not even a game you play for the gameplay. It's the story is what carries it. And you, like, it's just, Hope I didn't spoil anybody there, but like it is worth playing. So I wholeheartedly have to give this a a solid A tier, a top tier A tier. In fact, I'm gonna put it above Super Mario 64 DS, just below Mario Sunshine, because it's worth playing. Next in line, once again, we've got Mario Strikers Charged. I've played it. I wouldn't say I'm really itching to go back to it. So I'd put it above. Why is Mario Clash so high? I'd put it just above Lost Levels, just below Mario Paint, in middle D tier. Mario Party 8. Don't really have if I remember correctly, Mario Party 8 was when the series kind of started to fall off. It's not that great of a game. I think that was the one where you could control two characters at once, which was really weird. I mean, I wasn't opposed to it, but like it was weird. Like why? Just weird. But yeah, Mario Party 8 was definitely not the brightest era of Mario Party. I'm sure we'll get to our darkest era as we come. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this. I mean, shoot, I'll put this. This is going D tier. Top of D tier. Very top. Yeah. Mario Galaxy 1. That's our next one. This game, I have no choice but to put it in S tier. I'm actually gonna put it above Super Mario Bros. 3. Just because it's just such a finely crafted experience. It's like I have not 100%ed it, but it's fun. It's a good game. It's challenging. It's enjoyable. I mean, that's all you can ask for in a game. You know, I remember playing it, and my first time experiencing the game, I didn't actually play it. My brother was in the driver's seat. I played as the Wii pointer. I gotta tap on enemies to stun them and shoot star bits. It's so stupid. Nintendo's always good at that, is making hand your brother the controller kind of, yeah, you're playing totally kind of multiplayer. It's stupid, but it works. At least then you get to experience something together, even if you're not really doing a whole lot. But yeah, I mean, even having that experience, I enjoyed my experience with Mario Galaxy. It's a good game. Yeah. Enjoyed Mario Galaxy 2 even more. Spoilers. Probably gonna get Mario Galaxy 2 here soon. Let's see. Mario Party DS. That is next in line here. Absolutely goes above Mario Party Advance. I'd say it goes above. I think I'd put this in I think you put this at the bottom of B tier. So below Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and above Super Mario Bros. 2. So very bottom of B tier. Mostly nostalgia. It's a fun distraction, I guess. I remember playing this game as a kid. It's solid. But, you're playing, for the most part, you're going to be playing Mario Party by yourself, which detracts a lot from the experience. But, as a kid, you'll take what you can get. It's like, I'm playing Mario Party, let's go, fun times. So, in terms of would I go back to play it now, I'm not really interested at all. But that doesn't mean that it's not a bad experience. Moving on. Mario Kart Wii. Maybe controversial, but I really didn't like Mario Kart Wii. I don't know what it is. I didn't like it. The colors are really washed out for some reason. Everything looks like it's desaturated. And it looks like the Game Boy Advance games. Everything's desaturated. I feel like the controls were weird. It just, I don't know. I didn't like it. I feel like the graphics were kind of ugly. But it's a Wii game, so it's not unheard of. I don't really care about the graphics. I didn't like how saturated everything looked, or desaturated. My bad. So I'm gonna. If somebody presented me with Mario Kart Wii and was like, "Hey man, you want to play?" Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna turn that down. But I'm not going out of my way for it. So guess I'm gonna put it at the middle of A tier. Reluctantly. I'd rather play it over Mario Kart DS. Alright, what's next? Mario Super Sluggers, just gonna drop that to the bottom. I don't have an opinion on it. Power Tennis, dropping that to the bottom. Bowser's Inside Story, dropping that to the bottom. I don't have a fair opinion on a lot of these games. Partners in Time, no opinion. Minis March again. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. No opinion. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Now here's a game that I actually did play. Never completed. But I played it. So that's more than I can say about a lot of these other games. Very generic. I mean, at the time it felt really cool, but like also like looking back, it's Mario. It's Mario, New Super Mario. It's like nothing new, man. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to give it a. I mean, I'd rather play it over some of these other games. So I think, what is Super Mario Kart doing all the way up here? Yeah, so yeah, New Super Mario Bros. Wii is not a bad game, but just yeah. Alright, Super Mario Galaxy 2. I mean, S tier, of course, no question. Yeah, I mean, Mario Galaxy 2 is just an evolution of Galaxy 1. It's a great game. Takes what Galaxy had and just improves upon it, and I like it. It did have a bit of flaws. The hub world, most notably, is not as good as the original, but it's just the hub world. It doesn't matter that much. It adds to the vibe, but you're still getting a good experience nonetheless. So it's an improvement on Super Mario Galaxy 1. Another Mario and Donkey Kong game. Super Mario All-Stars. This is Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo, which I have already placed in the middle of D tier. This is just a Wii port, so I'm gonna stick it right next to it because it's the same game. Actually, I'm gonna put it one step below it because the other one had Mario World included. That sweetens the pot.